mythology Olympiaganza.
Hold on to your seats because you are about to be taken on a journey into the mind of the ancient Greeks.
I'm talking about sons killing fathers who killed their fathers who had some other kids that are like gigantic monsters and stuff, and it's awesome.
My name is Darby, and I will be your captain this evening. And I will be guiding you into the murky depths of Greek mythology and bringing you back around the other side.
And my name's ReeAnn, and I'm the Pied Piper of Cool, the legend of legends, and the front man to this band of merry misfits. We are going to portray all of Greek mythology for you right now. Once upon a time, on the top of...
What are you doing?
I'm telling a story.
What story?
The Greek mythology Olympiaganza.
The what?
It's a story about all of Greek mythology, except for the parts that are too long, too boring, or just really weird.
Oh, the Greek mythology Olympiaganza by Don Zolaitis.
At first, there were the Titans. The king of the Titans was Coronis.
My loyal subjects.
And there were many Titans people, like Prometheus, Epimetheus, and Oceanus, and there was another guy, and a guy with 100 heads, and Uranus. Uranus.
Now, I had a dream the other night that my children will one day rise up and kill us all. Thoughts?
Okay, how about this? After each child is born, you eat them.
That sounds logical.
You want to eat my babies?
This is why women can't be in charge of anything. They can't make the tough decisions. Eating the babies it is.
Coronis, can we talk?
Sure, honey. What's up?
Well, this is hard for me to say, but I would like for you to stop eating the children.
Nag, 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 nag. That's all you ever do.
Well, it makes me feel angry because a lot of work went into those babies. And you eating them means that you're eating our love.
Can I respond to that? Rhea, I think your sister's hotter than you.
Okay. Well, you know how the last baby you ate was all tough?
Yeah, I figured he was going to be a god of earthquakes or something.
Actually, that wasn't a baby. That was a rock. And I've been raising this child ever since to kill you. Kill him, Zeus.
So Zeus became a king. And in here somewhere, man appeared and just didn't like man very much, so he decided to punish him for eternity.
Jerk.
So, as punishment, in walks...
Hi, my name's Pandora, and I'm looking for this guy. I guess I'm supposed to show up here and cook dinner.
You sound great. Welcome to the family. Now get to work making dinner and washing dishes and making sure you don't open a mysterious box that will let loose all the evils of the world, such as death, disease, poverty, boy bands, and the lack of playoff system for college football.
But then, at a dramatically convenient point in the story,
it all changed.
What's that, sweetheart?
It's a box. I bought it at a flea market today from a mysterious man.
Ooh, how mysterious. Where are you going to put it?
Why are you so worried about the box?
I'm not. I just
Don't talk about the box, okay? Just don't.
I'm sorry. Where do you think the box came from?
I said don't talk about the box! I'm sorry. I shouldn't have raised my voice like that. I just need some alone time with the box.
I think you've been spending too much time with the box.
Oh, now the truth comes out, doesn't it? You're jealous of the box.
I'm not jealous of the box.
Liar!
What's in the box anyway?
Stay away from it. You don't understand the box. You don't love it like I do.
You love it?
Why is that so hard to understand? She listens to me. She understands me.
Honey, I've come to a decision. It's me or the box.
The box.
Really?
And now, no study of Greek mythology would be complete without an in-depth exploration of epic poetry.
Which we are not going to attempt.
Instead, we are going to be presenting the greatest epic poem of all time, the Iliad. The Iliad is a recounting of the Trojan War by Homer.
Donuts.
Not that Homer. The Iliad is 8,764 lines long. Of those, 7,922 describe someone being killed.
How did the Trojan War begin, you ask?
Well, first there was a shepherd Paris.
1 sheep, 2 sheep, 3 sheep.
And just then, the most beautiful girl in the world just happened to walk by. What are the odds? Hi, my name is Helen, and I'm super hot. And whoa. Hey, baby.
Let's run off together. Slight problem. She was married to the king, Menelaus.
Has anyone seen my wife?
Well, I overheard this girl from Sparta, and she was like saying that there was this guy from Troy who was like totally hot. And last time I looked, Helen was totally hitting on him.
What?
She totally dumped you. Isn't that nasty?
What should I do?
Well, as king, I think you should raise up an army and kill everyone in the same country.
That sounds logical and fair. That's exactly what I'll do.
And so Menelaus got all of his friends together and they attacked Troy.
And the greatest Greek hero is a guy named Achilles, who's basically invulnerable and impossible to kill.
Ah! I hit you!
Shield, you're dead.
Ah! This is totally not fair. He has to have a weakness. He must have an Achilles heel of some kind. If only we knew where to look. Let's send in our greatest hero, Hector, to fight him. Hello. My name is Hector. You have killed my friends. Prepare to die. Ha!
Shield, you're dead.
Ah! Not fair. And so the war was not going well. But then Paris got a lucky shot in with his bow.
Oh, I might hit the Achilles heel. Oh, the irony.
And there was much rejoicing. We are the champions, my friends. But there was no time for a carefully choreographed dance number because the war was about to drag on for another 9 years. What? Until finally.
All right, Trojans, we give up. We're going home. But to make sure you believe it, we're going to give you this large wooden horse with a lot of room for people to hide inside.
You must think we're pretty dumb.
Yes, we do. We think you're pretty dumb. Now, first, there are a few ground rules about the horse. You can't set it on fire.
Oh.
Second, you can't poke it with swords.
But that's what I do with all my pets.
Third, if you hear any noises or people moving around inside the horse, you have to ignore it. Because horses have complicated digestive systems, even wooden ones.
Okay.
Good. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go hide somewhere.
So that night, the horse entered the city of Troy. And as the Trojans... I said there was no time for a carefully choreographed dance number.
How are we even supposed to have a war then?
So that night, the Greeks snuck out of the horse
and these guys were over here, they're like, no, kill us! And they were like, die. And there was this guy over here, and he was passed out, and they're like, step. And then the Trojans were running, and then the Greeks were like,
and they all lived happily ever after. Okay, so no one lived happily ever after.
And that is Greek mythology.
The end. I'll never forget the time I found out I had cancer. You have cancer. See? Unforgettable. Dr. Vivian Baring has always had an aptitude for words. For her, cancer could be defined as the abnormal spreading of cells. This was the only definition she needed, until she was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. Now, Vivian fights for her life, enduring an 8-month cancer treatment and employing the only weapons she possesses, her words and her wit, by Margaret Edson. Hi, how are you feeling today? This is not my standard greeting, I assure you. I tend towards something a bit more formal, a little less inquisitive. But it is the standard greeting. Here. There is some debate as to the correct response to this salutation. Should one reply, I feel good, using good as a copulative to link the subject I to the subjective complement good? Or I feel well, modifying with an adverb the subject state of being? I don't know. I am a professor of 17th century poetry specializing in the holy sonnets of John Donne. So I just say, fine. course, it is not very often that I do feel fine. I have been asked, "How are you feeling today?" while throwing up into a plastic wash basin. I have been asked as I emerged from a 4-hour operation with a tube in every orifice. How are you feeling today? I'm waiting for the moment where someone asks me this question and I am dead. I'm a little sorry I'll miss that. I have cancer. Insidious cancer with pernicious side effects. No, the treatment has pernicious side effects. I have stage 4 metastatic ovarian cancer. There is no stage 5. It appears to be a matter of, as the saying goes, life and death. I know all about life and death. I am, after all, the scholar of Donne's Holy Sonnets, which explore morality in a greater depth than any other body of work in the entire English language. And I know for a fact that I am a demanding professor, uncompromising, never one to turn away from a challenge. That is why I chose to study Donne. The scholarly study of poetic texts require a capacity for scrupulously detailed examination, particularly the poetry of John Donne. The salient characteristic of these poems is wit. Itchy outbreaks of far-fetched wit, as Donne himself said. Donne's wit is a way to see how good you really are. One thing can be said for an 8-month course of cancer treatment. It is highly educational. I am learning to suffer. I am not in isolation because I have cancer. Because I have a tumor the size of a grapefruit. No. I am in isolation because I am being treated for cancer. My treatment imperils my health. Herein lies the paradox. John Donne would revel in it. I would revel in it if he were to write a poem about it. And my students, they would flounder in it because the idea of paradox is too difficult to understand. Think of it as a puzzle, I would tell them. An intellectual game. Or I would have told them. Word a game, which it is not. But if they were here, and if I were lecturing, I could work them into a frenzy. Every ambiguity, every shifting awareness, I could draw so much from these poems. I don't mean to complain, but I am becoming very sick. Ultimately sick, as it were. As you can see, I am distinguishing myself in illness. I have survived 8 treatments at full dose. Ladies and gentlemen, I have broken the record. I have become something of a celebrity. But I flatter myself. What we have come to think of me is just a specimen jar. Just a dust jacket. Just a white piece of paper bearing those little black marks. I'm scared. Oh, God. I want to hide. I want to curl up into a ball and I want to tell you how it feels and to explain it and use my words. can't. And there aren't. It's like I am a student and this is the final exam and I don't know what to put down because I don't understand the question and I am running out of time. These are my last coherent lines. Not even time for a proper conclusion. Death, capital D, shall be no more, semicolon. And death, capital D, thou shalt